Tasks is a great module to add to a post if you need volunteers or people to sign up to help with a project of any kind. Start by composing a new post. Go through and add all of the post elements, like the title of the post, any body text, images, etc. Once you're done, hit Select Module. Then toggle on the Task module. Select Save to add this to your post. Start by naming your task. You can give additional information about this task here. Additional instructions could be directions to the volunteer location, what someone needs to bring with them in order to volunteer, etc. If there is a minimum age required to volunteer, put it here. The default minimum age is 13 years old. Choose a volunteer coordinator. This defaults to whoever is setting up the task, but you can change it to be another member of the hub. The volunteer coordinator will be the one to receive notifications when someone applies for the task. In the optional task settings, you can set a volunteer limit. This is handy if there's only a certain amount of volunteers needed for a task. Lastly, you can ask questions for your volunteers to answer during sign-up. For example, you might be providing lunch on the day of the task and need to know if they are allergic to anything or have any dietary restrictions. It's important to be conscious of the questions you're asking your volunteers. Don't ask for unnecessary personal information. Select Add Another Task if you have more than one volunteer opportunity that you'd like your members to sign up for. You can add as many tasks to a post as you want. Once you've added all of your tasks, select Publish. When published, users can apply for your tasks. A user does not have to be registered in the hub to apply for a task. If you have set a maximum number of people that can apply for the task, once that number is reached, the task will be marked as full. Users who are logged into the hub when they apply for a task will have their information filled out automatically. Should they find out afterwards that they cannot be available to help with the task, they will also be able to return to the post and leave that task. Users receive a confirmation message when they sign up for a task, and the volunteer coordinator also receives a message that a new user has applied for a task. Once people have applied for your task, you can manage the volunteers directly in the hub or in the builder. In the hub, navigate to the post and then select Volunteers to see all of the volunteers for that task. You can select the volunteer's name to see information regarding that volunteer and their answers to any questions you asked for that task. If you're accessing the hub on your mobile device, you can select their phone number to call them directly, which is very handy. To do more with this list of volunteers, select the three-dot menu. You can select all volunteers and export their information to a CSV file. To remove someone from the volunteers list, select the volunteer or volunteers you would like to remove and then Remove Selected. Or find that volunteer and select Remove. This is helpful for those people who have applied for the task but are not registered users of the hub and cannot leave the task themselves. Lastly, if you have a long list of volunteers, you can choose the Manage Volunteers menu and sort the list by name, which is the default, or by the date they signed up for the task.